Esplanade has 3 new communities coming to the greater Sarasota market in 2026 and 2027. Technically, the first one opens next month in 2025, but this video really is for people that want to be here from 2026 onwards. So let's take a look at where those 3 communities are going to be across Manatee and Sarasota counties and see what they have to offer. And before I go into the first community, guys, if you're unfamiliar with what an Esplanade community is, it's not technically a 55 plus community. They don't have that official stamp. Some of them are on golf courses and some of them aren't. And a couple of them are technically 55 plus, but the majority of them are not. And they really are tailored for retirees, semi-retirees, working professionals, because they offer a really quality maintenance-free lifestyle, plenty of amenities, and all of their homes are very upscale. They have the concrete tiled roofs, the paved driveways, and it's just very sociable. You know, a lot of the times they have restaurants and tiki bars, you know, loads and loads of pickleball and tennis courts, wonderful pools. It really is an awesome option if you're looking for a lifestyle like that. So community number 1, which is the first one set to open, is Esplanade at Coasterra in Palmetto. Now, Palmetto already has an Esplanade community in Artisan Lakes, but that has just about closed out now, and there's no real new construction options left. And as that one closes, this one opens. And Artisan Lakes Esplanade has been there a good 7 or 8 years, maybe even longer. It's in a great location and it's been super popular. I've really loved that community. This one is going to be situated a bit further north, but it is going to have 960 homes, and it looks like it's opening in September or October of 2025. And I did get in there the other day and get a little sneak peek of the models. They are going to have some brand new floor plans here, guys, which I'm really excited about. The new floor plans like the Barletta, the Cascata, if I pronounce that right, the Cresta, the Sereno, the Merino, the Monte, and the Milan are all brand new. And as you can see right here from the model clips that I have taken, you can see they have a Lazio and a Palazzo 2, which is basically a newer, updated version of the Lazio and the Palazzo. Those 2 floor plans have been with Esplanade from day one. They are a staple floor plan. They're very, very popular. The Palazzo is like a stretched version of the Lazio, and that one's around 3,000 square feet, and the Lazio is around 2,300 square feet. 3 to 4 bedrooms, whatever you're looking for, and they've always offered like a 3-car tandem garage, but it looks like now they're going to offer some 3-car wide driveway options as well. And I have seen some 3-car wide ones before of the Lazio. I don't think I've ever seen it in the Palazzo before, but it all depends on the lot size. But it looks like the majority of lots here are going to have options for 3-car wide homes with the Lazio and the Palazzo, and I know that will be very popular. Plus, they've just added 2 new floor plans, the Cascata and the Cresta. We haven't seen any of these yet, but they have 3-car wide driveways as standard. So I'm really excited to see these new models once they open, and these new floor plans. Now, the prices haven't been released yet, but we're really hoping for some competitive prices. And being a brand new Esplanade community with brand new floor plans, I have no doubt this one's going to attract a lot of interest. However, guys, let's talk about the location, because personally, I'm not quite sold on it yet. We are situated off Buckeye Road, and it is in between Highway 41 and I-75. Okay, now this isn't a residential area, and it's still very undeveloped, and what I'm a little bit concerned by is it is like a stone's throw away from Piney Point. And if you don't know what Piney Point is, In March 2021, they had a leakage there of a former phosphate processing plant, which is pretty much right up the street from this community. And they had to pump out all of this toxic wastewater into Tampa Bay. And look it up, guys, you know, do your research. But I remember at the time, it seemed to make international news. I had people from the UK messaging me about it, and it seemed to have been more newsworthy overseas than it was here. But yes, it was a bit of a toxic waste leak, and I don't know if anything like that would happen again, but it is right up the street, and just it not being in such a residential area yet, I'm not overly sold just yet on this location. I personally think that the Artisan Lakes community a bit further south was in a better spot, but saying that was undeveloped too once they started breaking ground on that one off Moccasin Wallow, and now it looks a lot more developed. And that one was a little bit closer to get onto I-75 because Buckeye Road isn't an exit onto I-75. So yeah, you know, I would do your research on Piney Point, and you know, with just this location, I feel like these builders and developers have purchased this land probably at a bit of a discount based on what happened at Piney Point. And I will say, guys, that I used to sell homes, quite a lot of homes up in Apollo Beach, which is a bit further north, when I lived in Tampa Bay, and that used to have a big power station there, and it had 3 smokestacks. And the amount of times I was showing homes there, and people just hated the look of them. They didn't like the pollution risk there. It had, you know, there was always smoke bellowing out of them, especially if you were in like Mirror Bay or Waterset there. And people would either say to me, I don't want to be here, or they'd say, I don't want to look at that ugly thing. And now it's down to 1 smokestack instead of 3, but I know what that's like. And some people are just very, very much put off by that. I know it's not very Florida, but just in my experience of what I went through up in Apollo Beach for all those years, just having smokestacks, you know, bellowing out all of that, you know, pollution coming out, what have you. It's a similar type thing. I know it's different, but I know that can affect people's perception, and, you know, for resale value, I don't know how that's going to go. Again, do your research, but just giving you my 2 cents worth. And community number 2, guys, is at Wellen Park down in Venice, and that community is a bit further behind what Coasterra is going to be. I actually stopped there the other day, and they're really just now breaking ground. I don't expect the model homes to open until early 2026, but if you want to be further south and in a more established area, especially as Wellen Park is, you know, a good few years into development now, and they've got everything there that you will need with shops, stores. You've got the Atlanta Braves Stadium there, plenty of other houses around you, schools, etc. Then this, you know, you're probably going to be closer to better beaches there as well. Then I would look at this this Esplanade option as well. And Wellen Park is going to have a few less homes, 877, and it looks like it's going to have these new floor plans that I've just mentioned up in Coasterra as well. So it will be interesting to see. I do expect the pricing at Wellen Park to be a bit more than Coasterra, probably 5 to 10% more, but again, that goes back to the infrastructure and everything already being there that you would like, and it being closer to great beaches and an awesome town like an awesome city like Venice. So that is the next one. Now that one isn't a golf course community, although it is situated just north of South River Road and Winchester Boulevard, and it is right next to the Miaka Pines Golf Club. And I understand that golf club has been there a very, very long time, and it is the clubhouse is having a bit of a facelift at the moment. But apparently the homes and the community is going to surround this golf course. So, you know, if you're in a community like I am right now, I am at the Esplanade at Azario, which is a golf course community, just because it's easier to do a video here and it's right by where I live. These views, like you can see right behind me, cost a fortune. They cost $300,000 or $400,000. So from what I can see, it looks like Taylor Morrison and Esplanade are going to offer golf course views at a premium price, no doubt, without actually including a golf membership or any form of access to a golf course. And lastly, guys, I'm probably saving the best to last, but the final one is coming to Lakewood Ranch, and this is going to be another non-golf community, and we know roughly where it's going to be. It's going to be south of University and Bourneside, and at the moment, as you come down, if you head east on University, you can only turn left and head north up Bourneside, and you're right there by the Concession Golf Club. But that road at Bourneside is going to continue south, and there is going to be a non-golf Esplanade community there. My guess is that one's going to be around, we're probably a year away from that one. I think by the end of 2026, we'll know a lot more information. I think the infrastructure will all be in place and sales will probably have started by then. But I'm waiting for more information. We don't know how many homes are going to be in there, but that location, guys, is just probably the very best in Lakewood Ranch. You know, I'm somebody who lives further north in Lakewood, but that area around University is so close to all the stores and you know, places like Waterside Place, Main Street, UTC Mall. It's got so many great places on your doorstep there, and that one is going to be super popular. As soon as I get more information on that, I will let you know, but that is going to be a really exciting one, and I do expect the prices of that one to be a lot higher than the other two options, but it's because you've got everything on your doorstep and in the more desirable location that's established and has everything that you need. So yes, they are the 3 Esplanade communities that are coming to our market in 2026 and 2027, and if you're really eager, the end of 2025. But I will finish up and say, guys, the Skye Ranch Esplanade has got a new phase opening very, very soon. And honestly, that community is beautiful. I absolutely love all of the nature there. They've got a Bahama bar that is being built very, very soon, like a new clubhouse that they're going to have there, in addition to the hub that you get at the Coasterra section within Skye Ranch, which is kind of general side of sales. It's not the maintenance-free kind of style that they offer with Esplanade. You know, a wider variety of homes. They've got this place called the Hub, which is unbelievably nice in terms of amenities, and you can access there as well as part of the Esplanade community. So they're going to have some wonderful, wonderful amenities there, and it is surrounded by true beautiful nature. So I wouldn't rule out Skye Ranch, and don't forget about where I am here at Azario. You know, this community's still got about 18 months to go, whether you're a golfer or you're not. The best lots are going to be on the golf course like I'm on here, but the ones where they have non-golf back up to a wall or trees or a preserve or something, but they don't have those golf course views, and the prices and fees will be less. So plenty of options if you're looking for an Esplanade, and of course there is the original Esplanade Golf and Country Club here as well, and you've got Artisan Lakes that I mentioned. So there's plenty of options if you want to look for a resale home at probably a less price, you know, that's a few years old, and you can compare all of those to the brand new options as well. So if you're in the market for an Esplanade community, guys, then please reach out. All of my contact information is below. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more real estate content on the west coast of Florida. I am here to help and be your advocate and find you the best home, whether it's in Esplanade or not, whether it's a resale home or brand new, then I'm here to look after you and get you the best deal. So I've got plenty more content coming up very, very soon, and in the meantime, guys, you'll hear from me very, very soon. Any questions at all, please fire them in the comments, and you'll no doubt hear from me soon. Take care.